So we definitely appreciate all of the accolades, all of the attention to the last episode. But I have a very important question. What is Riz? Like what is a Riz king?
Riz is what the youth call charisma. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I've realized the only way that we're ever gonna like open up to these younger generations and make them listen to us is by using their lingo.
Gotcha.
So therefore,
right.
I said, "Hey,
I'm so happy that you are well versed in that diction."
hey,
because
it's called Urban Dictionary. I've been using it since I was a kid."
yeah. I just looked at it and I was like, "What the fuck is Riz?"
Yeah, they have some really strange words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot to kind of like take in. I think the reason I know it is because like when I'm scrolling through Twitter or something, if I see a word that I don't understand,
Then you just look it up and
then I'm like, oh, okay, and then I start using it.
yeah.
You know,
I understand all of the context and everything.
you guys can't pass one on me. I'll tell you that much.
See, I do the same thing, but it's for like colloquialisms or euphemisms because like grasping at straws. Do you know where that came from?
I don't know where it came. I know what it means, but I don't know where it came from.
Yeah. So it's like an essay by, let's see.
An essay, like a Vato Loco.
Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah, dude.
But so it was actually an old philosophical from like the 1700s, 1600s maybe.
Was it where like they would pull a straw and then whoever had the shortest straw kind of thing? Or?
Actually, quite different. It is derived from a drowning man will even grasp at straws, which is what they called the reeds.
Oh, okay.
On the side of like a lake. Like they have no roots, so of course you grab at it and it's gonna pull right away.
I know we've talked about this before, but man, life back then must have been terrifying. How often were people drowning in lakes
that they have to have a saying that you're just grasping at straws right now?
What was going on in lakes back then, man? That people were like, yeah, people are drowning so often that nowadays we have to kind of, come up with an idea for, they came up with a colloquialism, as you explained. Is that what the word is?
Yeah, colloquialism is more like region-based, but euphemism is culture-based.
Yeah, so people were drowning often enough that they were like, we got to come up with a euphemism for this thing. There's people drowning.
Yeah, it comes from a proverb. A drowning man will catch at a straw. Noted in the novel. Oh, it's a novel. Clarissa, published in 1748.
Huh.
Or the proverb, we do not as men die to be drowned, catch at every straw. I don't know what that means. But it appears in a book, Fruitful and Brief Discourse.
Like to imagine
published in 1583.
You're a history teacher in front of your class looking at your phone. Just kind of, all right, guys, we're going to get into this.
I don't do textbooks, so
everyone pull your phones out.
Yep. Let's all Google this together.
Yeah, turn to page 346 on Google and open up the Wikipedia article.
Yep.
Grasping at straws.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always found like euphemisms and like that interesting, so I always look them up. Can't think of any right now that come to mind.
Grasping at straws.
Yeah, grasping at straws was one.
Oh, man, there's another guy in the lake. Get out of the lake, man.
Come on.
I can't swim. I don't know why I got in here.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like why did we have to invent Smokey the Bear to tell us not to light the forest on fire?
It's because as people, we are exactly what people think we are. Stupid.
Yeah.
We are very dumb.
Yeah.
And
just leave fires set and flick their cigarette butts whenever they fucking want.
Don't worry about it. It's going to go out by itself. I love how they had to use like this sweet animal to kind of like be the face of like, well, not sweet. Bears are terrifying, but like the bears look cute.
Right.
So they're like, we're going to put a bear in a hat.
And he's going to teach them not to light the forest on fire.
It worked, dude. I mean, I'm not saying forest fires don't happen, but
it's far less like people driven than it is.
I'm thinking in the 50s, forest fires were probably like burning pretty constantly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like firefighters are like, oh man, it's.
Oh, another one.
Here comes November, hot season.
Well, it's mostly during the summer because that's when people go camping.
Really?
So.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wish we had more mascots like that, for things that we're doing nowadays. Like Drivey the Skunk or something like that to teach
Or-
people how to use turn signals.
Oh, that would be nice. I would love if people learned how to use fucking turn signals or a passing lane. That
Yeah.
would be really nice.
Passing the badger.
Yeah. Passing the passing badger.
Now remember, if you're
Stay in
going,
the fucking right lane if you're not going the speed limit.
yeah, he's really angry to show people how other people react when
Yeah.
they're driving.
Well, it's road rage.
You gotta
And
think,
then there's the road rage Tasmanian devil.
yeah.
Of course.
I like to imagine that old people wake up in the morning and like right when people are starting to go to work and they're like, time to drive on the left side of the road.
This is the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like 5-10 under. It's gonna be a nice Sunday drive for me.
No, it's like Tuesday too. It's just like there's like a guy speeding to work and there's like two guys in the lane in either opposite lane just
Yep.
kind of going exactly the same speed limit and you're just like, what is happening?
This is the passing lane. Pass the car. If you're gonna pass, fucking pass.
I think that the rules are now reversed because I think people actually go faster in the right lane. But the thing about going faster in the right lane is that it's usually like a turning lane.
Oh
So like
yeah.
at any second, one of these cars is
You
just gonna.
just-
it's
If
just-
hopefully you see a blinker. Hopefully.
yeah. Well, like I said, we got to bring out Skunky the turn signal skunk.
Yeah, we'll get these
Yeah.
crafted better and like really hammered
No, I
out.
already came up with the idea. Skunky the turn signal skunk, and he's like, "Don't be a stinker.
Use
your blinker."
Oh,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like it.
Yeah, I should work for the government. Hit me up, government. I also have no empathy. Yeah, that'd be tight.
So we kind of talk on the topic of government. We kind of talked about that with my sisters because the youngest is in college right now.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to has a job in social media. I'm not 100% sure what she does.
Those jobs don't make any sense. But yeah, all right. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Exactly. But I don't know quite what it means.
Mm-hmm.
But she had to cover some like school board government thing. And we were talking about how like ridiculous the school government idea is.
Like being a college kid who
Being
wants
a
to be
college kid.
the president of the college.
Yes. Who does like you don't get paid for that. You don't get credits for that. It's all on your own time.
Yeah.
So
I feel like they do things like
maybe
that.
I shouldn't disparage people who are like trying
to do something with their lives.
Yeah. Instead of talking into a microphone and making dick jokes and whatnot. But, you know.
Ha, you're over there trying to actually do something with your life. Guess what?
Fuck you.
That just
dude.
got me 10 views. No, I think it's I honestly think that things like that exist so that like the older local people in the area have something to do on like a Tuesday night. You know what I mean? Because if you're retired, what else are you doing?
That's true. That's true.
What are you gonna like work on your lawn for the 10th time of that day, or are you gonna go watch some weird kids just
Like
be
debate
weird on stage? Yeah,
for
that's gonna be
something.
the worst. You were like, imagine that you were a high school athlete. Now you're retired, hanging out. You don't really have anything to do, and now you gotta go watch the weirdos.
Yeah. Well, back in my day, how much you want to bet I can throw a football
Throw
over
them
the mountains there?
I feel like that's just life.
Yeah.
Things just get boring.
Yeah, this took a depressing turn of events.
Here's the intro.
The Southwest has been home to the most infamous outlaws, from Billy the Kid to Neil Patrick Harris. Safe to say, legends have wandered these deserts. And if you listen closely, you can almost hear the wind whisper their story over this barren land. Well, these two gunslingers, they have their own story to tell. They're shooting from the hip.
All right, guys, quiet down. Come on. We're starting the show. Okay, so I had this idea. Right,
Okay.
I was just kind of perusing the old ye old internet the other day.
Ye old internet.
Mayhaps and about the internet. And I was just kind of looking at some prompts. Back in the day, we used to do like improv back in the back when we were younger.
Yep.
And of course we did. Now we have a podcast. And I just thought to myself, I have seen in my life times when people have pulled out instruments
Okay.
at the wrong time. Not the wrong time, but like,
Not the most opportune time.
yeah.
It-
And admittedly, let me tell you.
It's the guy who, like, you're sitting around a table having a couple of beers,
Yeah.
enjoying the night.
Playing cards.
And then all of a sudden, they want to bring out,
You hear an open chord.
you just hear this, like, particular high twang come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, Josh is just going to go ahead and pull out a ukulele right now.
My reaction has always been like, "Nani?"
Hold on, let me hop in on that.
Yeah, hyper aware. I hear that ukulele get strung, and I'm like,
Do not play Over the Rainbow. I swear to God, I will fucking break that thing.
see, no, but that's the thing. So I've noticed that nowadays it seems like more people play the ukulele than they do like the guitar or piano or something.
Isn't
like
it
that.
not easier, but
It's a simpler
less
thing to learn.
chords,
Yeah.
and it's more of just the strumming that you have to like get.
Yeah, and learning how to sing with arsh, karsh in the dark. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to make sure you do those notes
Of course.
all the time. So that's the importance of a ukulele. It has very little to do with you being an instrument player.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you learn how to play a guitar, you can probably pick up a ukulele.
Oh, I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, what I was thinking is, how dope would it be that if you were at a full on party, things are getting down and crazy, everyone's going nuts, right?
listening to The Weeknd or
And a guy like starts talking. And he's
Kendrick.
like, yeah. The guy starts talking. He's like, hey, I do a cover of this song, and you're like, oh man, here we go.
yeah.
You know.
Here's this guy.
So he walks over to his closet and he opens the closet door and
I'm gonna play Everlong.
he rolls out a harp.
You know what? I would be intrigued because nobody pulls out a harp.
And that would be the most beautiful rendition of Everlong you've ever heard.
That would be. Nobody pulls out a harp.
Yeah, dude.
I have to commend that.
No, because I like I said, admittedly, when I was younger, I was really bad about that.
Really?
I
wasn't there or
that's fine.
anything, so I can't comment. But
Oh wait, okay, so when I was,
technical difficulties.
no, yeah. So when I was younger, I used to, pull out the guitar and, at parties.
Play Wonderwall.
See, but I was always usually was I would wait, right? So like I would wait until someone would be like, "Oh man, you got to hear this dude sing," Wonderwall. No, but like that's what I would wait for. I would wait until someone would like request for me to like come out with a guitar. Mm-hmm. So a couple of years ago,
So you're not as pretentious of an asshole.
no, I started like that, but I was humbled very quickly because one time I pulled out a guitar at a party and some guy went, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was like,
No,
I'm gonna die.
I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
Yeah. And like I said, there's moments, right? Like if it's you and a couple of people in the back and they're like, "Oh, hey, let's hear you play."
True.
You know what I mean?
That's true. There's always like a place that has to happen to,
Yeah.
because like at a party, like the main house, that's always like that's the spot where
Yeah.
everybody goes, and then there's like the outside where all of the dirty smokers or whatever go,
And the guitar players go.
and the guitar and the dirty guitar players go,
Filthy guitar players.
and then that's where you bring it out
Yeah.
because. There's no music out there. It's all inside, so
They
that makes
separate
sense.
us. That's
Yeah,
what they do there.
we're ostracized.
Go outside. Yeah. It's like a dog taking a shit in the middle of the living room. That's what
But
playing
no,
a
you
guitar
better
at a
take
party.
your fucking dirty cigarette outside, sir.
And
Take
you-
it outside.
You with the acoustic guitar.
You take it outside too. Get bad boy. That's bad boy. Get outside.
No, see, but like I was lucky enough to have like, go to house parties where like when I would play guitar, everyone was usually sauced up enough that like they would all kind of like stand around and be like, "Oh, hey,
Well,
right
you're not,
on, dude."
and you're not a bad guitar player either.
Okay, well, it's not.
I'm not trying to
hype us up.
disparage you.
Look, man, I just got rid of this ego like a year ago. You can't feed it.
No, you're fucking
It's
terrible.
An angry animal. Yeah, exactly. I caged this bad boy. You're
Don't
walking
you
up.
ever bring that guitar out again?
You just walked up to my ego's cage with a bag of bacon. Started going, you want to get fed again? No, but I was lucky enough to like be surrounded by people who actually wanted to like hear what I was doing, right?
Right.
And so, those were times where it was appropriate to pull out music.
Right. Like you have to you read the room
Yeah.
and decide when it's a good time to do that.
Yeah. Like, family gathering and someone in the family's like, hey,
How's your
heard you play music, big
Yeah,
guy. You mind if I
right.
listen to something? Or something like that. Then
All
you go
right.
out into the back.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? Ostracized.
Still ostracized into the backyard.
Stay away from the rest of the family.
But
Oh, God. We have to-
Uncle James can
Yeah.
can hear it just fine.
we have to listen to his rendition of I Fall Apart for the 150th time. No, so I would wait and politely do my thing whenever I was politely asked to do my thing.
Right.
It was very often after like 21 that any point I would just be like,
That's
here's a
actually
guitar,
true.
man. Let's go ahead and just let me just
true.
tune this bad boy up real quick. Ding, 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 ding. All right.
Well, and it's like something that you can do that, like I understand
Yeah.
wanting to not show off per se, but like bring it on out there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a social setting, and there was one thing I was very good at socially, and music was. I was really good at playing
Yeah.
guitar and singing. Right, that was like my thing. It was.
Yeah.
It was my bread and butter.
Right.
And that's how I got to know people. Because then people would be like, "Oh, hey, man, I love
Yeah.
music in general.
Can
Can
you-
you play this song?" And I'd be like, "I could try," And
Yeah.
then I'd do a verse and a chorus, and they'd be like, "That's it. That's perfect. Woo!"
Right.
Now,
If you play Wagon Wheel one more time.
I am gonna. I want this. I want this to be a lesson to the younger youth. We have been teaching the youth a lot in these last few
we're
episodes.
trying, we
Yeah.
were gonna go on scary shit, and this
Yeah.
is pretty
This
scary.
is scary. Party
but-
etiquette is a very scary thing that
It really is,
Yeah.
and we're trying to educate everybody out there on how to appropriately
yeah.
conduct themselves in a party setting
Now,
or in a relationship setting. If you tuned
Yeah.
into the last episode,
exactly. Now, let's say you walk into a party, right? And things are happening at the party. It's a cool party. The first thing you should not do at a party is ask
Turn
where
on the fray.
Ask where the guitar. Yeah, well, that too. Oh,
but
no.
ask. Oh, if you walk in and ask where the guitar is,
Now that's where
done.
I have seen that. I have seen that before. I have gone to parties where like literally as like you're mid shot, someone's like
yo, where's the guitar?
that, or they're like, "Oh wow, you have a Yamaha," and I'm like,
God damn it!
"Stop it." Yeah.
He's
Please.
cut off. He's cut off. Kick him out.
And they're usually the people who haven't drank anything.
Yeah.
Or they've been nursing.
Cause,
Yeah.
because they want to.
Yeah,
they want to be.
Dude,
on.
they've been practicing all week for this.
Yeah,
thing.
they're like this is a gig to them.
he used to go to this.
Sir, this is not a gig. This is Jonathan's house party. Okay.
I used to go to this karaoke bar. Not karaoke bar. It was a bar that had karaoke.
Okay.
And-
I was not privy to this information.
There was a gentleman who would go in every once in a while and like, usually at karaoke, you kind of know what you're getting, right? Like a Taylor Swift song, an Adele song. Maybe someone throws out
Maybe
like
a
a
little
country
Journey.
track, Journey. Fun
Yeah.
stuff, right? Or then you got the people who have like really nice voices, so they test their voices on a microphone, and it's like really cool to listen to because you're like, wow, this guy's having the
Okay,
this
yeah.
person's having the rock star moment in front of all of us. This is a lot of fun. You
Yeah.
know, that's why we're all here, right?
right.
And then every once in a while, not every once in a while, about 4 or 5 times out of the night, this guy would like
That's
write.
a lot.
He would write down like his song that he would suggest to the DJ on a piece of paper, and like he'd like solemnly like strut over to the over to the DJ.
He
and
tried
like,
to be cool. Like,
yeah, literally.
Yo, what's up,
Exactly.
man?
Like, when you're handing a drug
Dap
dealer
him
like
up.
$100, yeah,
Exactly.
That's basically what he would do. He'd kind of hand him over, and the DJ was like, "All right, bro," because he knew this guy. This guy always comes here.
God, it's Wonderwall for the 5th time.
No, I wish it was Wonderwall. Is the thing.
Oh.
This man was playing like B-side Pantera.
Oh. What? How at a karaoke bar are you doing B-side Pantera?
Dude, like he would go up there. I think the worst thing I ever heard him do was the Misfits. He sang a Misfits song at a karaoke bar, and it was, I'm not even kidding, an 8-minute song.
Oh my God.
And like karaoke songs, there's like a magic number where it's like 2 to 3. 4 if you're really good,
Yeah.
right? Like if you have the
Or
crowd,
if it's like a super popular song that
Yeah.
you can bring the crowd into, like Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody or something, Queen.
yeah,
Like, okay, everybody knows that they can help you along if you're faltering a little bit.
yeah. If you have the crowd in the palm of your hands, by all means, go longer.
Go for it.
Whatever. But when you're up there and like the first thing I hear is like, ding, 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 ding. And then like the intro is like a minute and the guy's just standing there like swaying.
Yeah, he's rocking back and forth.
And you're like,
It's coming.
oh man, what's going on
It's
here?
coming.
And like, bars hate that because like no one's drinking when that's happening.
Exactly.
No one's, like, I know
That's
there's
the
joke.
smoke break.
Yeah. You're like, I'm going to go outside, dude, because this is going to be, and I mean, I hate to be that guy because it's got to feel horrible to like look at a crowd of people and they all walk out and
Yeah.
you're like, oh. But that's the thing. That's self-awareness.
You
This
got-
man was
read
not
the room.
self-aware, dude.
Read the room, dude.
He was not belting. Like he was just like doing the Misfits.
Okay.
Like
So,
Danzig.
Do
And-
I know
You
this
don't.
person?
Unfortunately, I don't
Dang,
think you do.
okay.
Yeah. I didn't even know the guy. I just knew
Like
anytime I'd see him because I would go in there and he would just be sitting in a corner by himself.
and
and,
you're
like-
just waiting for him to come out.
I'm like 90% sure he was like sitting there writing a set list. And I was like, this is not a set.
Like you're not. This
You know?
isn't a gig for you.
Yeah.
This is karaoke. You get one song.
Yeah, you're taking it so seriously that you're writing down this set list. And meanwhile, there is someone doing Jump by Van Halen.
Because half of it is
Jump! Go ahead and jump. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. But, that's
it
what
gets
it
the crowd
is.
going.
Yeah, they
It
love
gets
that kind of
everybody
stuff.
happy.
Find the correct setting to do
Right.
things like this. Like, I'm sorry, man, but like anytime, we've talked about it before. Anytime you go to a party and you walk in and someone is like, let's do karaoke. And you're like, all right. And, you get a couple of good songs and everyone kind of does their thing. Someone's like, oh, let's hit Taylor Swift. And then right after that, someone goes on and they're like, Whiskey Lullaby.
Oh,
Paisley.
God.
And you're like, dude, no one here wants to hear that right
No.
now. There's
like
a guy.
you
There's a guy.
might be able to pull off Tennessee whiskey.
There's a guy doing a keg stand over there, man.
You might be able to do that. Whiskey Lullaby, no. What's another depressing ass
Well,
one?
Tennessee whiskey is cool because everyone kind of knows the lyrics.
Exactly.
And Whiskey
Again, you
Lullaby
can-
is something where people know the lyrics, but like
but
it's not like a sing along with
it's
a group.
much more somber.
Yeah, it's the sit in your car and cry alone kind of song.
Exactly. Exactly. Or you're sitting there in your room and you're just like, oh my gosh. That I understand. But to just bring it out, man, you can't do that. You can't do that to people.
That's lesson number 1. Just read the room. That's
Read
number
the
1.
room.
So
Read the room.
1, don't walk into the party asking for a guitar. Let it simmer. Let
Yeah.
the world simmer. Right? Do your thing.
Like find your moment.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. But you will be able to find your moment.
Yes.
Because you're gonna walk out, you're gonna strut out into the backyard, and you're gonna
Holding
see
the
everybody
guitar.
like, dude, this is good time. Boom.
Yeah.
That's when you bring out the guitar.
That's when that's when you wait because then
okay.
someone has to be like, oh hey dude, can you play your guitar, bro? Can you play that song on your
Yeah,
guitar?
when people start asking you,
you
boom,
got the room.
open invitation, you are good.
That's where section 2 comes in.
Set
Don't
list.
go too long.
Don't go too long.
And don't depress the room.
Don't depress the room. Vary the artist and the genre.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's all acoustic, so it all sounds like the same genre, but it's not the same genre. You
Yeah.
can't just mix Chris Stapleton and then go immediately to Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Mix them up a little bit. Right?
Yeah, you gotta.
Kind of keep in, like if you're playing happy music, play happy music.
Yeah,
Play 3 happy songs. 3. Very important number. 3 is a very important number. Because once you get to 4, then they're going to kind of start being like, all right, guys, showing off, dude.
yeah.
whatever."
Like now I'm a little over. So that's when you need to bring out the fucking
Yeah.
the banger. That's when you need to close out the room.
There's this dude on TikTok who walks up to random people in the street and like is carrying a guitar. And like if they're like be sitting there like drinking a cup of coffee. And it's usually a woman. And the guy will like walk up and be like, hey, what's up? And she's like, hi, hello. Like immediately like closes down.
Because a random guy walking to you with a
Yeah.
guitar in hand is a little off-putting.
Yeah. And he's like, what are you listening to? She's like, I don't know. Kisses by John Mayer. I don't know, some song. John Mayer,
A
right?
song.
Yeah. And so he's like, oh, Kisses by John Mayer. Cool. He starts playing it. And he's like, you know, like singing.
I actually have perfect pitch and tone. So
And like, this is where I'm like, okay, this is stage. Because one, I mean, dude, the camera is like,
the camera's there for one.
It's casually set. Just
For two, okay,
why is he setting up a tripod?
For two, I have seen you randomly pull out the guitar and there's I'm not gonna say there's a stutter step, but if you get a request, there's that kind of like you have to find and you're like, oh, okay, there's the rhythm, there's I found the right chords, we're good.
Yeah.
But he just jumps right into it. And you're like, I know for a fact you faked this, dude.
And this ties it back to how we started the podcast. Riz is the word that they use, right? And so, of course, like the first few videos that this guy would put out where he would do this, it was like, oh man, this guy's Riz is through the roof, brother. Look at this guy's Riz. He's
Which
crazy.
Is charisma.
Yeah, he's
okay.
You know, like he's has so much. It's like a verb, like rizzing. You can use it as a verb. Like you're charismaing up the lady on the other side of the table, right? This is what they're saying. So I mean,
all the English teachers just shit their pants right now, dude.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why TikTok is a bad thing, because you can't watch that and think to yourself, "Oh no, this is how this would get me a date." No, dude.
No.
Do not ever in your life walk up to a random person and like be like, "Let me play a little song for you real quick, dude." That's not how it works, dude.
That's how you get a restraining order is what happens.
Now, what I want to see is I want to see the video where the people just get up and leave. That's
because
then it's real.
Well, they don't post those though. But I do want to see that.
Like where the girl's like, ew, and like throws her cafe macchiato all over.
No, I'm not even wasting this coffee on you. Fuck, I spent $5. Just fuck you, dude.
And what's even worse is like the dude is pitchy. Like it's not like he's not the
I
best,
haven't watched.
He's not the best singer. You know what I mean? Like when he sings, it's like you can hear the pitch, and it's like, ugh, you know, like what are you doing? You know what I mean? And like, yeah, maybe like chop it up to nerves or whatever. But like, man, if you're the one approaching someone in the street, it's kind of on you, man.
Exactly. Like you initiated this interaction. That's on you, not me.
But that's what I'm saying. This is where the issue is.
And then it's too much fucking pressure on the person listening, because then we have to like it. What if we don't like it? I'm going to be straight up honest.
Just be honest.
I'm going to be straight up honest. Yeah.
He swoops his hair back. What'd you think of that?
Second verse, you were very pitchy. The chord progression did not go the way you thought it was going to go.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you too, man. I think your guitar's out of tune.
Yeah, I hand it over. Hand it over.
Even if they're good, I'm going to be a hater. Like it's
got. Well, you kind of have to
humble
at that
them
point.
A little bit, right?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
That was terrible.
Did you just make raspberries at me?
Yeah, just. That's what I thought.
He cries. You're welcome. No, see, in that
you're welcome.
I don't think it's healthy for us to like, because I mean, kids are on TikTok, man.
Yeah.
Like I know that people are like, oh, it's cuss words and it's the sexual suggestive stuff. No, that's not it. It's people acting a certain way in public. That's where the issue is.
Like, because like you said, kids are learning how to interact with the world around them from these platforms.
Yeah.
And you are teaching them very, very bad fucking lessons.
And I'm not saying bring bullying back, but like
I kind of am.
Bullying curved that.
I actually have a friend, and I was talking with another friend about this friend, and I was like, yeah, he probably should have gotten his ass kicked a time or two more when he was a kid. And luckily that friend understood
what they meant by that.
It's just you need that humility. Yes. I'm not advocating for abuse, but you need to be humbled.
You get thrown into a locker every once in a while. Not like into the locker, like shoved into a locker.
But a little light bullying is like, not bad.
I'm sorry, man, but like, could you imagine like me in high school, like walking up to a random person and being like, "Let me just play you a quick song real quick." I'd get slapped in the head.
You would get destroyed. But like kids in elementary school are watching TikTok and say, "Oh, this is how you get friends. This is how people like you."
I am terrified to find out what that high school is going to look like. A bunch of kids walking around with guitars, and then the other ones doing like terrible pranks on other people.
Yeah, And
Hey, guys, today we're gonna
everybody's
do
so anti-bully and so soft that
Hey, well, come on, let's not get red pill here.
I'm of that ideology that
Ladies and
you
gentlemen,
kinda
welcome
need-
to the true side of Shooting from the Hip.
You kind of need to get your
We
ass
were
kicked every
Republicans the
once in a
whole
while.
time.
I'm liberal on most fronts, but you got to get your ass kicked a time or two. That's all I'm saying.
See, but so that's the thing. So that's another thing. Don't always like take too much attention to yourself, like especially in any social situation.
Right.
Just kind of be
comfortable
Yeah.
with yourself. Just be.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the center of attention. You don't have to not be the center of attention.
There's a reason why people pay money to go watch other people do this.
Exactly.
And Jason's house party isn't the place to do that.
Right.
You don't go you don't go to Jason's house party and go, everyone here's here to see me. That's a problem.
I am the center.
Yeah. I remember I used to be like, okay, so like what I would do is because I, used it as like a social thing.
Mhm.
I would sit there and I'd be
And
like,
there's
okay,
nothing wrong with that.
what song have I gotten really good at recently that I can play for these people that maybe they'll enjoy in turn, right? So like
Right.
I would practice a song with the intention of playing it at a party.
Which
but
is
I
fine.
wouldn't go to the party being like, I got to get this fucking song out. No,
yeah,
I'd be like,
it's just if it happens,
yeah.
cool.
I'd be like, oh, hey, here's a song that you guys already like. You know what I mean? Do that. And then I'd be like, oh, and here's something new I kind of been working on. And then hit them with like a new acoustic cover or something.
That's fine.
Yeah. But it was never like, I never made it my job. I never like thought to myself, oh, this is it.
This is
This man's
this
coffee
is my
table.
breakout.
This man's coffee table is my stage. Their Snapchat videos are my way of making it.
Yeah.
I never did that.
I'm very similar. Granted, I never played music, but like mine was like stories or talking.
Wait, would you
Like,
just recite stories?
No, like
Okay.
¿cómo se dice? What do you call them? Anecdotes.
pull out a-
Anecdotes.
Just pull out a book.
Yeah.
like to read a couple
I
of
would like
chapters.
to read holes for you.
At a party.
I would like to read The Outsiders. It's a little depressing, but I think you'll really enjoy
It'd be
it.
really awesome though if people reacted the same way that they reacted to me playing the guitar sometime. Oh, he's really good at this.
Oh. You know what? Now I have an experiment for the next party we go to. I am breeding JD Salinger with me. and
have a
we're going to
few-
have a fucking party.
Yeah, everyone's kind of like talking, and like you walk over to the speaker and turn it down all the way. If I could have your guys' attention, I actually brought a piece of literary work with me.
Have you ever read The Odyssey?
I don't know if people could react to that because at that point you're so drunk that you don't know how to.
See, Cooper really
Yeah,
just
Cooper didn't like
doesn't
that.
like that
Even the
idea.
dog was against that.
Yeah,
Dang.
okay. I'm sorry, Cooper. I won't do it. All right? Calm down.
See, so that's what I'm thinking, right? Is like you gotta get to a point. Hold on, let me check something. Pulled out a book,
I
couple of chapters.
again, I kind of want to do it now just to see how people would react.
Yeah, he's really good at public speaking.
Like, he reads the fuck out of a book, dude. Let me tell you.
Is he doing like Shakespeare or something?
I have
No,
Aesop's Fables here.
Is he reading Shakespeare or something? No, he's reading a book about like bettering your life.
Yeah,
He's really good at it. Like
or like
motivational speaking at a party.
yeah, like Thomas Eliot. Fucking, I went into the woods.
There you go. That's how I do it. Okay, watch. Now I have an idea. Military recruiters who are constantly my DMs, listen to this. I have a pitch for you.
Let's go.
This is how you get them. Throw a party because you're a military guy and you're already going to be throwing a party with a ton of underage people there.
Of course.
It's fine. Okay, throw a party and then halfway through the party, once you got them all buzzed up and like going crazy, turn the music off and then go, all right, guys, you know what's cooler than music? Serving your country. And let me just hit you the old 1-2, guys, here. All right. So how would you like a career where you can travel, go to school, and make a ton of money while doing it? Yeah? Hey, I noticed you. I saw
Yeah.
you drive up in a Subaru. Imagine getting yourself a $30,000 car at your age.
Huh?
Just saying. If you sign up to the military today, it turns on the,
That's
in the background.
That's how they need to get
Yeah,
him.
he hits the stereo. How He's like, let me tell you something, boys. and girls.
And girls?
Let me tell you all something. This is your future. Shoots off confetti cannon. Everyone there would be kind of like, this is.
I kind of want to go to war.
And guess what? If we get at least 10 signups, we'd take another shot. How about that, everybody?
Okay.
Yeah. Dude,
I want another shot.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's how you do it. Military recruiters, listen to me.
This is how you do it. Straight from the Shooting from the Hip podcast. This is how you recruit.
You know how people sell timeshares? Do the same thing, but with underage kids and a lot of alcohol.
And lock them in the house. Like, that's how you do it.
I can't. I don't know if I can say that. Might have to
we might have to cut that out, but we do not advocate for locking underage people with alcohol in a room or in a house. We do not advocate.
Yeah, man. Just start
we
reading.
just speak from experience.
You know, other activities that would be a lot of fun at a party, personally, I think. Maybe turn on the FIFA game and show everyone how good you are at FIFA. That's always been a threat.
No, check out my career mode.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
All right, guys. So for my birthday today, I want you all to watch me do a Champions League campaign. And I get 4 restarts in each match.
Okay? So Juan and I are locked into the United States Championship on WW2K15. All right. You need to watch it. We need witnesses.
2K15. Oh my gosh. Not even the newest one.
Not even the newest. This is 2K. Well, our characters are from the 2K15, so we have to. Like, this is the United States Championship. It means everything.
I like to imagine as I'm playing my career mode on FIFA, you know, like I start the game, like the first game, and everyone's like, all right, only 12 more of these things, right? And then I'm like, they score 1 goal on me, and I'm like,
no, fuck, restart.
Just restart the whole game.
No. What's even worse is if you get all the way to like game 8, you're running perfect games. Everything's on fucking point. And then one score. Nope, restart. Damn it!
Restart the game? No, the season.
The season.
I told you we're doing a goalless
perfect season.
Goalless season. Juan, it's 11:30. What did I say about a third beer? Is that a third beer in your hand?
No.
I bought 24 beers. There's 12 people here. 2 apiece. All right.
I just want to go home.
Yeah. And then as I'm playing, like someone talks, I'm like, I have a headset on and I take my headset off and I'm like, did I just hear, was someone speaking? I'm sorry. Is somebody speaking? No? Okay. Well, now my focus is lost, so I have to restart the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just want to go home.
And then I'm just like sitting in my chair and I just. He hasn't opened any windows yet. Stuffy ass party. Just me sitting there.
That sounds like a time and a half.
It's a cool time, bro. That might be my next birthday party.
I think I'm working during that. Sorry, man.
You've cordially been invited to Juan's Champions League campaign party. 8 hours of nothing but fun for me. None for you.
You get to watch.
Yeah, and stay quiet the whole time. Like people
if I hear one fucking word.
So they just trying to have a little conversation in the background. Okay, you know what? I wish they could see your face right now. This face of pure anguish and scare. Like,
we're gonna have to restart this whole season. Damn it! I have work tomorrow.
It's 3 a.m.
I'm not allowed to leave.
My kids. I have to get with my kids. I have a bodyguard out front.
I'm sorry, honey. He had to restart twice already. Okay, we're gonna restart 3 times if you keep. I just need to. That's it. We're starting again.
You go to the
there you go. Now it's another 3 hours. All right? It's gonna be 3 more hours before I can get home. Okay.
You go to the bathroom.
Just tell Jeffrey I told him happy birthday. Okay.
You go in the bathroom to try and get a little time, like looking, like scrolling through Reddit or Twitter or something, and you just hear. Hey, buddy, you all right in there?
I'm
You've been
okay.
in there for a little while, dude. I just, I paused the game. I didn't want you to miss any of the action.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone else is like really cool about it. I just want to make sure that you.
No, thank you. I really wanted to watch the rest of that.
Yeah, no, I thought so. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I know it's just a group stage game, and there's like, you know, it doesn't really matter, but like, I figured you wanted to see it.
I really do. Thank you.
Okay.
About how much longer would you say?
I mean, we haven't even reached the quarterfinals, so you know,
okay,
you're
so
in luck.
We got time.
You're
All
definitely
right.
in luck.
That's awesome.
I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Awesome. But, but yeah, should I? Yeah. That's my dream. Hold a bunch of people hostage and make them watch me
Hostage
play
for
video
FIFA.
games.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh man,
Yeah, I'm definitely working that day.
that's like when you go over to someone's house and they're like, "Let's watch a movie," and you're like, "I don't want to do this, man. Let's not do this." We've talked about this before. Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want to watch a movie right now. I kind of just wanted to talk and hang. Let's watch Happy Gilmore.
That's not bad.
It's
All
not
right.
bad.
That's cool with that.
Okay. It's all right.
You still in there?
We paused Happy Gilmore for you.
I want to make sure you saw it. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, that used to be like a thing. Like I would have friends be like, "Come over, we're going to watch all the Harry Potters." And I'd be like, "This is going to be awesome." You know, now as an adult, I'm like,
That sounds like
it's been an hour, man. We got to go outside or something.
I can't sit still for this long.
Yeah,
I really can't.
I'm feeling really caged. I'm actually starting to feel a little.
I'm a little claustrophobic.
Yeah. Try to break
It's
out of
the
the
Chamber
window.
of Secrets, so that really doesn't help because now it's a Chamber of Secrets, and I kind of just need air. I need
All right,
fresh
guys.
air.
I wanted to make sure that the Harry Potter experience felt as real as possible, so I rented a python and left it loose in the house, and it's gonna kill you. Don't
When?
be-
Who knows? We'll see.
But hey, as long as you stay in the living room and watch me play FIFA, the python won't get you.
You actually win the Sword of Gryffindor when I win the FIFA Cup, so more incentive to stick around.
Yeah, that was my original idea for my party back in the day.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like at 21, I honestly thought about like playing a prank on everybody and just kind of being like, "All right, guys, so Steph kind of got you all together because I wanted to, you know, or not 21, 23rd, my 23rd birthday party. I wanted to have."
Gonna bring in a python?
No, not the python.
Okay.
No, like
I misinterpreted. You were just gonna bring in a python
Let
and
a
have
couple-
it kill everybody.
Let
All
a
right,
couple
cool.
of rattlesnakes.
No,
loose
that
in the
sounds
house.
that sounds like a fucking time and a half, man.
That's
Man.
probably the worst place to find a rattlesnake is inside of your home.
Can confirm. Not great. Not a
Wait.
great feeling. No.
What?
just
Oh
kidding.
man, I was
I'm
gonna
just
say
kidding.
no way.
I wish. I wish I had a rattlesnake in my closet.
How cool would that be?
That would be so great. There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my closet. And it's angry
Anyway.
because it hasn't been fed in months. No, dude, that's what I'm.
So
like,
that was your idea for your
yeah,
23rd.
I wanted to prank everybody. I wanted to have everybody come over, like have
and
the
start
party.
the FIFA.
Yeah, I wanted to have the party going on, right?
Mm.
Like, and I was gonna let it rage for like 2 hours, have everyone get like kind of toasty, just so I can get them believing,
Right.
and then shut the music off, turn the PlayStation on, and be like, "Hey, so
I'm
kind
going to
of
start Champions League.
legit." I had it down. I was gonna say, so just heads up, kind of limited on beer, kind of limited on food. So 2 beers a piece, 1 piece of pizza a piece, and if you guys wouldn't mind talking to, like, don't talk too loud because I'm gonna be focusing on the game.
Which actually means don't talk at all.
Yeah, and
Like, if you could just shut the fuck up.
and then saying something like, you know, and if you guys want to leave, you can, you know, but you know, it's my birthday, so.
So,
Am I a bad person?
okay, how long were you going to let it go on?
I was-
That's
I
how
was in-
bad of a person you
I
are.
was just gonna get to the menu and then just like be like, I'm fuck with y'all.
Oh,
You know, and
okay,
just play
that's
yeah,
fine.
Turn the music
Now,
back
if
on.
if you made it like all the way through the first game and then said, "JK,"
No, I wouldn't. Make
I would
people
be,
watch me.
I would be pretty pissed off.
That'd be crazy. Everyone quietly.
Hey,
What was that?
you drew my
Remember-
focus.
They scored a goal. It's your fault they scored a goal. I always feel bad too. Like, I don't know if this, this happens to me all the time. Like, I'll be playing a video game, FIFA, and Steph will like try and say something to me. And I always I don't like try and like make it seem like, you know, I got like scored on because she's like making me lose focus because it's not her fault. You know what I mean?
Even though it kind of is.
No, it's not. But like, I just make a face sometimes, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, am I bothering you?" I'm like, "No, babe, I'm sorry. I didn't
Just
mean."
can't pause this. So.
No.
What's up, babe?
Can you pause the game? I'm online.
You can't pause online.
You can only cue a pause, and then I look weak.
I don't know what cue a pause means.
Like
I don't play online.
Okay, so when you pause, it goes like pause queued by,
Okay.
whoever, like
All right, cool.
Kill Liquor 69 or whatever.
Right.
Like that, yeah.
Interesting. All right, we're learning shit.
Yeah.
Richard is completely just not in tune with anything that happens online or with other people. So
I envy that. I really do.
Do you?
I kind of do. You know how hard, like, it's a lot of work.
I bet
being
it is.
online.
And
like going on
the
Twitter and like quipping, like a good quip, and then you get 40 likes on it and you feel accomplished for the day.
That's why I stay away from it because
that would just be doing that constantly.
That would be my life, and I don't need that.
Yeah.
I have enough addictions in real life that I don't need fake addictions.
Right. No, I feel you. Yeah. It's like Candace.
What?
Candace.
Candace?
Candace dick fit in your mouth.
Fuck off. I'm done.
Hold on.
Richard. And this is Richard's official 2-week. I'm putting my 2-week notice. I quit.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all Juan's fault.
I've always wanted to do that. I had this really good.
You actually, like, you got me. I had no idea what the fuck you were doing.
Well, no, because I lulled you into conversation and had you. I let you trust me, and that was your first problem.
Yeah.
You got to be on your toes.
Why
here,
are
man.
we friends?
Look, man, you're in content mode. I'm monetizing my friends right now. You're lucky we're not doing a throwing knives episode.
Oh, I would fucking kill at that.
No,
literally.
you would be the one on the board, though.
Never mind.
Juan, this is an audio podcast. Yeah, and it's like
they can hear the thud.
It's like Howard Stern back in the day. He used to be like, "We're gonna have someone ride a bull naked, covered in mushrooms," and you're just like, "But I can't see anything."
So,
dude, what the heck? Now I gotta imagine this. Okay, I guess I'll close my eyes while driving.
Well, we'll get video eventually. We'll get video eventually.
What's some of the worst driving things you've ever seen? Like
the drive things that I've ever seen.
Like moves that other drivers have pulled that made you go like, is there a human behind that wheel?
There's not really many, like, outside of the normal complaints. Like the
swerving in and out of lanes.
Yeah, not staying in your lane, not passing in the passing lane, instead just chilling there for some reason, not going the speed limit, carrying too much shit for your vehicle.
Oh, those are always scary.
Yeah, because
like
I don't want to, I want to pass you, but I also don't want to be too close to you because I know a brick's just going to fly out and just end my ass right then and there. So, it's usually the normal shit. I feel like you have better stories because you were with me in cars while driving.
Well, yeah. Well, we've talked about you being a horrifying driver before. But I think the biggest crime against humanity that the United States allows is people without like CDL licenses pulling any sort of trailer.
Yeah.
What? Like, I don't...
Because you don't know how to drive with the trailer.
Yeah. Like, I know that people don't know. Like, I see it all the time.
Trailers are probably one of the most annoying.
Yeah.
Those in our and RVs.
When you go to the dump, oh my gosh, that's another. How is it that a person,
you need a CDL license for a U-Haul or something, but you don't need one for an RV that's just as big
for the
and longer.
4-bedroom, 3-bath RV
fucking apartment that I decided to carry along with me.
Yeah, and they're like that's always the worst because they're always the ones going on the mountain. They're always the ones going down the mountain. So they're going like...
mine's... The worst for me is up the mountain.
Yeah, because they're 20 miles under the speed limit. It's usually a guy from like Texas.
I can't pass them because there's 2 other cars behind them that are trying to pass.
Yeah.
So I never eventually get to pass them.
Yeah, because it's just and then on top, it's an RV that's like 100 feet long.
Yeah, and they're coming from Texas or...
Always Texas.
Almost Texas. Always Texas. And so they don't know mountain driving, which is a big deal around here. Like it's a dangerous road. Like people die on that fucking
Yeah,
road.
it's a mountain.
And they come with their fucking RVs packed down to the fucking gills. Not only do they have the 1,200-foot fucking RV, they have the bikes on the end, and then they have like a Subaru on the fucking top for some fuck all reason.
They hitch a Jeep to the back or something like that.
Just because, like, I already don't know how to drive. Might as well make it more dangerous.
See, that's my thing. Is like if you could afford one of those things, because those things are expensive. That's like $130,000 vehicle.
Easy, if not more.
How do you spend that much money on something that you don't know how to drive? That's like buying a Corvette and like only driving it in town.
Right. Or driving stick shift or buying a Corvette and not knowing how to drive stick.
Yeah.
Like how in the hell does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's modern.
What?
No, buy a Tesla.
Yeah. If you're going to spend that much money, cool.
Yeah.
Buy a car that drives itself.
Yeah.
Because I cannot trust you to do
I have a
that.
feeling the robot's going to do a lot better.
And I've seen the videos, I still trust the robot more than you.
Just wait until there's a robot driving an RV, and you're like,
oh god,
honking at it, and then you like get it beside it. You look over, and the window rolls down. And it's a robot, and it goes, "I'm sorry, I'm not from the area," and you're like, "Huh?" Oncoming car. That's just
even the robots aren't local. What the fuck?
A robot with a Texas accent.
Fucking robot tourist.
Sorry, I was eating barbecue.
Go back to your state.
My cowboy hat got in the way. I'm so sorry.
Why are you wearing a cow? You're a fucking robot.
Dude, you're from Dallas. You live in the city. That's got to be the worst place to like. As far as cities go, like traffic wise, Dallas has to be up there, right? Dallas
there.
and Houston.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's enough of a mix of like country and then urban, where like urban people who barely know how to drive, like people who live in cities that don't know how to drive, are already driving on the road.
And then rural people who don't know how to drive in city are also in
people driving an 8-wheel Hemi down a narrow street. And that the guy's just he's not even trying to show off. He's just like freaking out and stepping on the gas pedal.
I don't know if I'm going the speed limit or not.
I'm scared. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's terrifying to be a person in a car nowadays.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've driven in a big city. I mean, I think driving in big cities, we both driven in big cities, right? I mean,
relatively big cities, not like New York or anything.
I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast. Have I ever told you about have I ever talked about the Colorado trip? And my Uber driver?
Yes.
Okay, I did.
With the Lyft and the
Lyft
Uber
and
dichotomy.
Yeah, okay, I did talk about that.
Yeah, we did talk
But
about
that's what I'm saying. Like those are the people that are driving.
You get one or the other. You don't get both.
You know it's bad when you're in a city and the guy in front of you flicks a joint out the window. It's like
I'm gonna die today.
They don't care.
Awesome.
They don't care.
It's like I would almost be more okay with a beer bottle being flown out the window. Either way, I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah, they're both pretty scary. See, beer bottle out the window though, because at least you know that's a man who's like trained in what they do. A joint out the window. Not always a promise.
Because like there's different strands.
That could always
you don't know how it affects you.
Yeah, that could always just be
Do you
Tom
see the
driving
size
home
of
from
that
work.
chicken? What?
That? Yeah.
They can't see us, asshole. We're in the spirit world.
Taking a hit of the bong. I'm blind. I can't see. I'm blind. Oh God, I'm blind.
You're driving the car right now.
That'd be wild. You're in a lift, you look in front, and the guy's just
I can't. Hey, you want to take the wheel?
Take
the wheel. Take the wheel.
The red light turns green. The car behind him is not honking because they're also.
Oh, so we're good. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
That's
I still can't see right now.
Yeah,
What year is it?
I feel like that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like how drinking and driving was in the 50s. Did you know that drinking and driving wasn't illegal until like the 70s? I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think you could have a beer on the way home from work. Like there's clips out. There's a clip out there of like a news station like interviewing people in the 70s about like their county changing the law to like not being able to drink and drive. And there's a guy that's like, I just don't understand.
I don't understand why I can't have a beer on my way home.
Yeah, and I get off of work. Sometimes I just want a beer on wine. And it's like, that is crazy.
Like, that was just allowed in
beer in the cup holder next to a Mountain Dew. That is just a wild experience.
And look how far and now we have edibles and bonds in the middle of the.
And I think that's why driving is scarier than it's ever been, because you just don't know what's going on out there anymore.
Yeah.
At least 10 years ago.
Like drinking and driving is still a thing. And now we have smoking and driving.
There's people just blitzed out of their mind in the streets.
Literally don't know what year it is. Haven't been like fully conscious since like 2014. So it's still that year in their mind.
Yeah. You talk to one of those people and you're like, yeah, it's crazy about the president. He's like, yeah, Obama's crazy.
Wait, what? Excuse me, sir?
Huh? Had you
I'm not going to pay you for this. I hope you know.
I was on Vine the other day.
You were on fucking... No, you weren't. No, you weren't, sir. No, you weren't. I pull over because with this Uber drive is done.
He's wearing a bucket hat that's like glued to his head.
Yep. All right. I'm going to die today.
Would you be polite in that situation? If you opened up the door to a Lyft driver and like you looked in there and the dude was clearly fried? Like just sitting there, just staring forward. You're like,
oh, I would just shut the door. Oh, sorry. I ordered Uber, not Lyft. Sorry.
You drive a few blocks and before realizing you're not actually in the back.
So we're going to 601 Cornell, right?
No, he actually makes it all the way he makes it all the way to the destination after talking to you, and he goes, "You're pretty quiet the whole drive." Oh, he already got out of the car.
Man, he's fucking fast.
That's a cool kid, man.
Man, that's cool. Oh, what's up, Stacy? Okay, we're gonna go over here now. Yeah, it's an odd environment nowadays, man. It really fucking is.
I saw a thing where it was similar to that Uber driver thing. I guess like an Uber driver was driving someone to their destination, and the guy was like, "Hey man, give me one second. I gotta like pop by my baby mama's house, like talk to her real quick." And the guy was like, for some reason, this dude was like, "Oh, it's fine, whatever." First issue, right? Because like you're in a professional setting.
You're on a job, right now.
Yeah, that's like the doctor being like, "Hey man, I gotta scratch my balls real quick. I'm sorry." Like it's like that's the same.
Like, yo, dude, I need to take a massive dump. Can you give me 5?
That's what
10.
I don't wash my hands. The dentist. Puts you down for anesthesia. That's sick.
Anyway, has to go stop by his baby mama's house.
Yeah, so he drops by his baby mama's house, and like he comes back in the car, and she wasn't at the house, and so he's like, "All right, let me take it." I don't know, the guy was giving like Best Buy or something. He was like, "Let me just get you there real quick." And as he's driving, this dude's on the phone with the baby mama, just like, "I hate you. I can't believe you don't let me see my son.
You ain't taking my kids.
I want to see my kid." And like the person in the back, and again, hate to be this person, but I know exactly what kind of person was sitting in the back. Tiny little shorts, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. Guy was probably wearing like a polo, maybe some mocks, just sitting there, just kind of like, "Oh, it's okay. I
don't know what to do.
It's fine. We can do whatever you want." And the guy's like, "Yeah, all right, cool. You mind paying for my drink?" Like it's yeah. Or like going to imagine you go to take your Uber takes you to like a Starbucks, and he's like, "Can I order something?" And you're like that guy would probably be like, "Yeah, of course you can. You can order something.
You want a cake pop? Go ahead and have a cake pop.
Just don't look me in the eyes. I'm scared." Anyways, I think we reached our hour.
I think that's about right, man.
Hey guys, thanks for listening.
Cooper agrees.
Make sure you rate, follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Seriously though, please rate us 5 stars on whatever like listening platform you're listening to. It helps us with the algorithm. Other people find us that way. I know that you're listening, so please.
Our soft, buttery voices need to be everywhere, so please help us with that.
Mayhaps you can give us a good old 5 stars on the old Spotify. But anyways, I'm Juan.
I'm Richard.
And we're shooting from the hip.
Shooting from the hip.